Hello Yu-Gi-Oh fans, welcome back to the King's Court. This is another video for the channel involving my hero deck, but a quick disclaimer. Unfortunately, this is a re-upload slash retake of the original video I uploaded about almost 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I've been really busy lately working on other videos and just, personal life stuff, but basically it was brought to my attention that the original video, for some weird reason, there must have been like a hiccup with transferring the file from my computer to my from my phone to my computer. So something must have happened there. So basically, it was brought to my attention that at the 10-minute mark, for some weird reason, the video was just mute after that. I have no idea what I tried. I don't know. I kept looking at the original file, everything. For some weird reason, I didn't even notice it till it was brought to my attention. So I'm so sorry. I can't remember your username, but if you're watching this and you're the one who commented about notifying me about I was mute, thank you so much. So basically, I'm going to redo the video right here, give you a quick abridged version of the deck, as not a quick abridged, but basically a rundown of the deck, as well as a quick abridged version of my matches. If you want to know the full story, go check out the latest locals report, the number 3. So basically, there I go over my matches and go over my card choices, why I picked them, and overall how I performed. Like I said, I got first place in my locals with this deck. This is the exact deck list I had. But know that I am probably going to switch a few things. Maybe that's just me. Just because, personally, in every game I play, like any sort of competitive game, even video games too, I'm always trying to find new ways to improve. So I'm always tinkering with my builds. So I'm probably gonna try messing around with different builds for heroes and as well as the other decks I'm working on. So if you're excited if you want to know more of the other decks that I'm working on, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to the deck. Obviously, this is my hero deck and hero dice. Funny reason why I use this as my field center besides Cynthia being the best Pokemon girl is because I got convinced by a friend to buy a random pack, opened it, and I pulled it. So I like to use that just because I don't know. I feel like not really good luck, but more like, well, yeah, I guess it is. And best Pokemon girl. So start off the deck as always. 3, the homeboy Stratos. Love this card. Can't say enough. I cannot praise this card enough. I understand that some people like to cut it, but every time I try cutting it, I always end up missing the third. Although that could just be a me thing personally. Like, for the record, any comments anyone has for the deck, or any comments they have on heroes, like any tips, tricks, ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'd love to. I read every comment that we get. So anything, any kind of feedback is also welcomed. Like, this is the first time. Usually I use like a headset to record the videos for deck profiles, but I don't know. I thought I'd try something a little different. So if this sounds a little weird, like I think I sound more echoey this way. And if something, but if should I go back to the old way? Let me know. But continue with the video. Cannot stress just how important Stratus is for the deck. Like, not only for his search ability, which everyone knows that, but everyone always forgets one of his probably most chat ability is that he can blow up spell and trap cards. So seriously, this card that really comes in handy. A lot of times people forget about that. So that's why I can't really cut the third personally. Continue with the E heroes, 2 Shadow Mist. Amongst hero players, this is pretty standard. 2 Shadow Mist is like the go-to, really. Honestly, I really wouldn't suggest trying one. I've seen some builds, but for this version of heroes, like I guess you call it the Omni Hero, like where you play Destiny heroes, Elemental heroes, Vision heroes. I feel like for this kind of build, 2 is the perfect number. And continuing, I still run the 1 Honest Neos. Like I said, if you want to know the full story of why this card completely was like the MVP for one of my matches, go ahead and look that up. But to give a quick abridged explanation, when in one of my games, my opponent managed to summon Zeus against me, and Zeus is already annoying to deal with. So basically, I managed to link into Dread Decimator and drop Honest Neos. So basically, he had no choice but to use Zeus. But that's what I wanted because my main plan was for him to waste his Zeus ability during my turn. Then I can go in because that's when I went into Bane and blew up his field. It was pretty much GG right there. So that's why I personally think Honest Neos is too good still to cut. Plus, combined with some other heroes, he makes some pretty nasty OTKs. And the one Liquid Soldier. A debate is usually can be made about playing two, but I've never really come. It could just be a me thing, but I personally never had a moment where I needed the second one. One always popped up when I needed it. So personally, for me, again, it could just be amazing. But personally, one Liquid Soldier is enough. And even though he's not uh, an elemental hero, he's technically an E hero because starts with E. Yes, I'm still playing the evil hero package. Him, Dark Calling, and Malicious Bane, like I said. So for the record, um, like I said, you could cut the Malicious Bane, the evil hero engine if you want, and play like more like you could play like more hand traps or something like, or and if you want to cut Bane in general, you could play like from what I've experienced, Destiny Hero Dystopia is another very good card to use. Like, do I have that on me? Let me see. Let me check. I should have it on me. Ah, there it is. You could replace your Malicious Bane with Dystopia if you really wanted, but personally, I just can't bring myself to cut the engine just yet. Like, it hasn't really. There have been times, yes, where I drew Dark Calling and had to try to figure out a way to get gold to the grave to even go into Bane, but most of the time, it's not really a hindrance, at least from my experience. But if you really don't want to play it, you could play that. It probably take in like I don't know, play E-Call, D-Force, to power up your plasma. We'll get to that in a sec. Or if you really wanted, you could even try like a lot of people have been playing rivalries. I've noticed in Heroes, and that's pretty good. So you could try that. But personally, I can't bring myself to cut it just yet. But I might mess around with that idea. That's it for the E Heroes. Well, yeah, E Heroes. It starts at E. Now, on to probably the most important heroes in the deck. 3 Ferris. 3 Ferris is, I think, all of us as hero players can agree is you need 3. You want to see him. He's not only your consistency player, but he's also legitimately how you can go off. He's how you set up your grave for your Vions. Honestly, I would not cut this ever, unless I don't know. Maybe they come out with something better for heroes, but honestly, I feel like you cannot cut this from 3. You gotta have it. 2 Vion. I remember, was it a couple months ago? Or I think this still might be a debate. Some people argue playing 3 Vion is a way better thing to play than 3 Stratos. Again, I think that really comes down to player preference. And personally, like I said, I'm a strong advocate for 3 Stratos, and I prefer 2 Vion. That's just me, though. I've always gotten Vion when I needed it, and the times I did open it up, that luckily I still had the second one to deck for the Ferris combos. So personally, I would just stick with 2, but that's just me. This one though is probably a much bigger debate amongst hero players. I tried playing 1 so many times, and it always bit me in the butt. I cannot. I don't know. I can't stress really just how much it always ended up just not really working out for me. If though if someone else watching this has had luck with it, oh, good for you, awesome. But it's probably like I said, just a me thing. And again, player preference. That's what's cool about heroes. You can literally play whatever kind of build you want. You can play pure elemental heroes if you want, like a character Jaden deck. You can play Destiny heroes. That build actually has been getting more play lately. I might mess around with that actually. I might try that out. Heck, even though Halloween already passed, you could try an evil hero deck. Man, I should have done that. I might try that next year. Destiny Heroes. Big Daddy Plasma. Like I said, you want to know the whole story, go check out the local support, but Plasma was an absolute beast through all my matches. Most people, Heroes are a very old deck at this point, but a lot of people still really don't know what Plasma does. In case you're new to the deck, or if you never played Heroes or against it, Plasma is a literal skill drain on legs. Not only is he a skill drain, but he literally he's a relinquish as well, absorbs your opponent's monsters, which is good because like I said, want to know the whole story? Check out the local support number 3. But because of his absorption ability, this is how I really messed up a Salamangreat player. But I digress. On to the rest. 2 of the always delicious malicious. Gotta have 2. Denier pretty much makes it having 3, and for this, sorry about that. For this turn, I decided to play the Dark Angel. Now, Dark Angel is actually a really interesting card. In all honesty, it's great going turn 1 because if you can set him up, it really shuts down a lot of different decks that really heavily rely on their spells. Like, it really messes up Despia players, I've noticed. So, in all honesty, it's a great card. But I'm not gonna lie, at almost every match where I knew my opponent wanted to go first, I ended up siding it out personally a lot. A lot of the times, it's usually this Rhoda, called by. I'll get to those in a sec. But those are usually cards I would switch out for when I'm side decking. But main deck wise and first game wise, it's great. Honestly, would not cut it at this point. I actually really like this lineup for Destiny Heroes. I really need to get the secret rare. All right, that's it for the Destiny Heroes. Let's see, actually, that's it for the heroes in general. Lastly, 3 Ash Blossom and 3 Imperm. Yes, let's get the hand traps out of the way. I've said this before in other videos, but personally for me, these are like the most universal hand traps. Like, this hits the most variety of decks. Maybe not so right now, because like I said, that new Shizu stuff is nasty, and we still gotta deal with Sprite and tier elements, and they can pretty much fight through that stuff. So, but personally, like, I feel like for a wide range in general, like if you want to hit the most decks, these are the most universal hand traps. Personally, to me, at least in my experience and playtesting. But I can see why you want to probably switch them out. Like, if you really want, you could probably switch out Imperm for maybe droplets if you can afford it. I gotta get me that soon. But this is what I personally feel the most comfortable playing. So the hand traps, on the spells. 3 hero lives. Honestly, this card is it's great, love it, but it's also a bit of a double-edged sword because of the whole paying half your life points when you use it, and you're usually using it your first turn. Honestly, if you're not careful, or if your opponent just manages to completely blow you away, you might end up either. In general, there's always the possibility of going into time, and you already lost half your life points. And losing half your life points can also just be a real big hit in general. Like I said, if your opponent manages to blow your stuff away, they don't really need that much to hit for 4,000. A lot of decks can easily do that. So it's a good card, but it's also you gotta be careful when you use it. Still will not get it though. 3 is great. Now, finally. Oh my god, I'm so glad this is back at 3 for us. I was so. Now, for the record, I'm just gonna say this as someone who's been playing the deck for a good while. Heroes has so much consistency that a third one really doesn't make that big of a difference. But I kid you not, I swear I opened up Fusion Destiny every game I had. So maybe this is me, but 3 is just amazing. I'm so happy to finally have 3 Fusion Destiny back and for DPE to finally be back to where he belongs with hero players. So I'm just really happy about that. And obviously, 3 mass change. No explanation necessary. Mass change is mass change. You just gotta go in your mass heroes. I feel like those cards are like the trinity that pretty much everyone who plays heroes plays 3 of. So, that's just me though. Like I said, if you play a different ratio, that's awesome, and I love to hear it. One Rhoda, one Call by the Grave, and now your most important one is your Poly, Miracle Fusion, Dark Calling. I am so glad they finally reprinted Dark Calling in a higher rarity. I gotta get that. Like, I think actually as of the recording and upload this video, Magnificent Mavis might already be out, so I gotta go hit that up. I gotta get that. Okay, so these are obviously the one-ums, and the most important one-ums are your fusion guards. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I said, along with Dark Angel, I usually ended up citing Call by the Grave and Rhoda out when side decking, but these cards I feel like are just really necessary because hand traps are still a thing, and it's a warrior deck. So of course you're gonna be playing Rhoda. And that's it for the main deck. Uh, this is honestly probably the most comfortable build, like the build I'm most comfortable with. Like I said, though, I'm probably gonna mess around with some changes. Like one thing I was considering maybe playing the next tournament I participate in. If I'm playing heroes, because I also want to try and mess around with my other decks that I'm working on. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. But I'm gonna. I think I might try the Dark Angel combined with what was it? Where is it? Ah, I've been seeing other hero players try this out. It looks really nasty, so I'd like to try this out. I might try the Destiny Hero Dark Claw, and your the oh why am I in tongue tied? And the Warlords Lockdown. In case you don't know, since Dark Angel is a warrior, you get it onto your opponent's field, and then you activate your warlords. Your opponent can't summon anything else but warrior monsters because it's already on their field and it's a warrior. And right now, warrior decks aren't really getting any play. Besides, in the meta decks, at least right now, yeah, none of them are warriors. Like, if I remember right, the Yugioh cards I think are like fairies and spellcasters, something like that. Sprite, they're thunder, I think. Zero elements, they're like spellcasters, I think, as well. Like, I gotta look that up. Sorry if I'm messing that up. So, but warrior decks aren't getting a lot of play right now, so this is honestly really nasty. Something you could try out. And unless they're main decking back row removal, I really don't know a good way they can easily get away with, especially if you're going turn one and you manage to go into your field of DPE, Dark Law Plasma. So combined with those, and if you lock this down on them, it's pretty mean actually. I don't know, and that's pretty hard to get through. So I might try that out. And if you want to try that out, or if you've already tried it out, let me know and let me know how it went for you. Okay. Should do the side deck or let's do the side deck. Because this is like something that's gonna be up for change. I'm definitely gonna switch some cards around. So to Nibiru. Nibiru is Nibiru. What can I say? It was good actually. I thought I would have missed the third one because I had to cut it to make room for a feather duster. But no, honestly, I didn't miss the third. Two was fine. I might stick with that actually for a while. Dark Ruler no more. What can I say? You shut down your opponent's field. Why would you want me? Who can say no to that? Now, I've been playing the game for a very long time, Like I've been playing Heroes since Jesus, I was in middle school. So I have a long history of being paranoid with back row. Whether they got a set Solemn, they got Mirror Force, Sakuretsu armor back in the day. So I'm old school trap hole. So personally for me, I have a long history of being very, I guess you can almost say, like being jump scared by back row. So I'm always playing the back row removal, three twin twisters, and one feather duster. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, I might actually. Yeah, hold on, let me finish the lineup first. Three D barrier, and I'm probably gonna switch this out for evenly matched, but this is actually really did help out a lot. Three Solemns. Now, what I'm my mindset right now is I'm thinking because of the like I said, the Ishizu stuff is gonna be very popular and used a lot. I might actually just cut down D barrier to two, and I might cut down Twin Twister to two as well. And maybe I might tech in like I don't know, maybe like I said, I might switch. I might just keep the Psalms and try two evenly matches, or maybe two Psalms, three evenly matched. Or I was also thinking maybe DD Crow. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna mess around with these ratios, but I'm definitely probably gonna cut both those to two because one, I almost never saw it more than once, and two, I don't know. I just feel like with two Twin Twisters and Feather Duster, you're already good right there. And like I said, the Ishizu stuff is definitely gonna be the most prevalent deck. So I feel like main preparing two D barriers is not going to really help much. So that's actually what I might change up. The rest I think is fine, but I don't know, I'm always open to ideas. So if you have any ideas for side deck possibilities, let me know in the comments. And obviously now the piece de resistance, the extra deck. Now this is honestly probably the best. No, I don't like two man horn. No, not best, but I think the most comfortable extra deck. Like the best build I think for extra deck I'm gonna stick with for right now. Like I don't think there's anything I might switch out until the new Elemental Hero fusion card comes out. Release your hero. Like I'm definitely gonna be playing that. But for right now, unless I want to switch out Bane and try out Dystopia, like I mentioned, I think this is honestly the X deck I might stick with for a while. Oh, oh yeah. Two Cross Crusaders. Can never play one less than two. I always go into the second one. I swear, because my opponents, like I said, my locals, everyone there is a really good player, and pretty much. Well, you got your rogue players obviously, but there are obviously a lot of meta players, so obviously they know what they're doing, so they obviously can get through my field I make. So if I want to have a chance to still make some or try to go for or basically try to play against them, if they've already gotten rid of my field, the second Cross Crusader always came up, always. So, or even if they negate it. So, honestly, Cross Crusader is just an absolute must at two. We need a rarity bump, honestly. We got Dark Hollow to finally get a rarity bump. So, yo, Konami, come on, give us a. Oh my god, I'd love a secret rare, but I don't know. I'd honestly be okay with like super ultra, whatever, anything really. You got your Wonder Driver, great card for getting back your poly or any of your fusion cards, really. So honestly, a really underrated card, I feel like. And this one, oh my god, I would like I said, if you want to know the full story, go check out the logo support. But this card, the fact I managed to use this combined with Onyx to get through my opponent their Zeus. I just love this card, honestly. It powers up all himself and all your heroes. Gets them super beefy. So I honestly would not cut this. Plus, he's got piercing. I mean, I know piercing doesn't really do much or really matter as much these days, but it's still nice to have. Sit for the links. Let's go these. Masked Heroes. Do Dark Law. I tried one but it did come up a couple times that I missed the second one, so I'm gonna stick with the two for right now. Acid, I can't. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't gone into acid as much lately, but I still love the combo of mass change Ab Zero into acid to blow up both their spell trap and monster zones. So I can't really bring myself to cut it just yet. But if I were to cut something else, it might be this one, maybe. Blast. Blast is great. Takes your helps out with, like I said, I'm really not a big fan of back rows, so this helps out with that. Plus, cutting your opponent's monster's attack in half is pretty good, actually. Like I said, you got Dread Decimator, your heroes get pretty beefy, so a little more damage is always welcome. Go to the Destiny heroes. I'm still playing the one dangerous because you could actually set up some pretty crazy combos with him. Like if you play your Fusion Destiny and you send Malicious and Shadow Mist, you get Shadow Mist's effect to go off, search, and you get those in the grave. And all honesty, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with him. Like I think I'm later this week. I might do like play like not yeah like a playtest hand video just to show what I mean, just to show how nasty like the combos you can really do with dangerous. Like I might see if I can like try to do that. I might try to do that. We'll see. But dangerous, I really like having him still. And of course, like I said, DPE. DPE is probably now the face of Heroes because it's become so infamous for the longest time it was being abused in other decks. Thank goodness with Verte getting hit, everyone pretty much stopped using it. So he's back to where he should be with Heroes. And I'm always telling people they didn't. Maybe they thought I was being biased because I'm a hero player, but he's always better in Heroes because I kid you not, just like people who always forgot Plasma's ability, most people forgot about DP's other ability. Besides being able to pop himself and pop your opponent's cards, he legitimately it lowers your opponent's life points. I mean, not life points. Sorry, he lowers your opponent's monsters. 200 for each hero. Each hero, not just ones with different names, but each hero. So if you got multiple copies of, like, say, Stratos in the grave, that's even more attack points you're going to be losing. And like I said, combine that with your Dread Decimator powering up all your heroes, it's just nasty, honestly. Because legitimately, I'm not joking. Every time you go into DPE, you should have at least almost like 8 heroes roughly in your grave by then. So that's 1600 right away gone from your opponent's monsters. So with DPE, honestly, just an amazing card. Go to the E Hero fusions. Sunrise, Ab Zero, and Yugioh. What can I say? These are like the most, yeah, I guess you could say the standard for what hero players will play. Sunrise gets you your Miracle Fusion and can pop cards if your hero is being attacked or if you're attacking. And he also boosts his attack points for every attribute, so that's really good. Ab Zero is a classic. Everyone knows about Ab Zero. And Yugioh, I'm not gonna lie, is just a beat stick. He's there for your Miracle Fusion. But he's a really, but hey, big beef stick, and he powers himself up, and combined with Dread Decimator, like I said, huge beat stick. Why would you say no to that? Class 2. I'm probably gonna switch. I honestly don't go into Trinity that much, personally. So I'm probably gonna switch him out actually for the new Elemental Hero Fusion when it comes out. But it's still a great card. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good card. You can when he's summoned, he doubles his attack points by 1,000 right there. Drop your Honest Neos 7,500, and you can attack him multiple times. And like I said, Decimator powering him up even more. That's nasty. That is mean right there. But I just don't go into it as much as I used to. So I might cut it. Maybe we'll see. Like I said, the new hero comes out. I'm definitely gonna be experimenting with that. So we'll see what happens. And like I said, Bane. Like I said, if you check out the Wolves report, Bane was an absolute beast for me because yeah, he's can okay. real quick thing. He can be a bit of of an issue because a lot of decks, well, not a lot, but for the decks that do main deck super poly, you can just fuse him, and he's gone. And they can go to their start to their one of those dark dragons or mud dragon or that bird fusion, the two-headed one. Shoot, I forgot his name. But yeah, that's an issue. But if you play him at the right time, he's an absolute beast because again, you can't be destroyed by battle, card effects. It just blows up your opponent's field. 3,000 as well. Most decks have a hard time dealing with 3,000. Like a lot of decks really can't even get over that. So, in all honesty, I would not cut. Right now, I'm not going to cut him. I just enjoy the Evil Hero package, but I'm definitely going to mess around and probably try playing without it just to see if I like it more, especially when the new hero comes out. So we'll see. And when I do that, and I have more gameplay to bring also to the channel, I'll also come back here with another local report and let everyone know how it went. So, that's the entire deck right there. Like I said, this was a redo, yeah, like a redo uh, slash re-upload of the original video that I had to that got corrupted. So, sorry if it took a while, or I'm sorry also if you saw that video and you're wondering what happened to it. I had to take it down, and that's why I'm putting this one up again. So that's pretty much the whole thing. Now, really quick thing, we're going to be bringing more gameplay, Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay soon. We're just taking care of recording, and we're also going to be trying to bring more variety of Yu-Gi-Oh content to the channel, like not just deck profiles, but also live gameplay as well as pre-recorded gameplay. And overall, we're probably going to start. We're going to also do more. How can I put this? I guess say sit down discussions on the current format and also what we're playing, and bring more. Just try to bring more variety. So if you enjoy if you want to see that, and if you like this video, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and honestly, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Later.